Those aren't so bad. I don't mind the odd one without saying.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joe.
What do you mean? What?
I'm a security guard. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures.
And you declined?
Of course, the note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with... But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give. And my dearest Isco...
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily...
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to...
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is...
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone.
I shall do all I can to get it.
Very well.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. Oh, I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Protego! Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
But please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him.
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle. I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll...
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be an...
What was in the note?
It was an... We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here...
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often. But I can't keep it out for much longer."
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes, I'd lose my job instantly.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an... As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You made...
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Even though it might seem like